Hi, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Approximately 30 seconds later than the last episode. We got to the transition and it crashed. So let's see if we can get through the transition this time. Dragon Age has now crashed on me twice. In the other one, a very similar transition to this.
My boy needs medicine.
So, will this work? It's interesting because I don't remember any of the Baldur's Gate games ever crashing, really.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Oh, Brand. Okay. Right, so we need to...
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend? You're welcome to look around. I'll slide on the markup since you're Lesky's friend, but I can't give anything away for free. Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
Right, well, how do this? Yeah, that seems like an incredibly inefficient way to do it. Is there not a better way? Okay, cool. And we won't sell that yet, not because I want to keep it for posterity or anything, but more because it just gives us a completely unfair advantage.
Smith Bronca herself.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come. Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm cashless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it. There is one thing about the surface, though. There are no castes, and we dwarves all look to help each other. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way. Fine, but try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
Sick. Right, I'm not seriously intent on buying anything. We've got absolutely nothing, but it's just interesting to know what's here. I guess we'll go...
This place is going to the nug.
Try that again.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
Oh,
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
graphical glitch. There's been a few graphical glitches already. It's the Steam version, but like, yikes.
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him. I haven't. I wouldn't. I do have some lyrium ore. I have a little deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Just a little, maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns?
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Could you forget to mention this to Barat? Surfacers pay good coin for lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons. I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Barat.
Graphical areas.
Not long. I mean, I'm not cheating him. I mean, this is my first time. Oh, please don't kill me. I've got a lot.
Oh, sorry. Caught the cable.
Myself. I make that top side, but you could take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
Are you breathing smoke? Barat will kill you if he catches you with his lyrium. Well, that's a whole other story. We need to sell it before we go back to Barat, and to someone who won't run to him. Tell you what, cut me in 50 and we'll take it to Olinda. Remember her? She likes me and refuses to work with the old man.
Then what happens to me?
We'll have to tell Barat he's dead. If he ever finds out.
He won't. I swear. You'll never see me in Orzammar again. Thank you. You're as kind as you are beautiful. May the ancestors bless your steps.
Okay, sick. Well, I mean, how long has this game been out? Like this, the Steam version.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oskias ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor. And leave behind all this? We should sell this quick and report back before Barat starts wondering what's taking so long. Unless you think we should give it all to Barat. Then let's head back to Olinda.
Okay, sick.
What are you two doing back here? Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear cross those lips. Where exactly would someone like you pick up lyrium? I can guess who you might have got this gift from. Lesky, you know I don't do his business.
This is just us. Shaper's honor. You won't get him with Barat if you buy it.
How much do you have? I can give you 30 silvers per nugget.
Only 30?
It's less than it's worth, I won't lie to you. But the market for it's topside, and that won't be easy for me to reach. And I'll have to find a buyer who won't ask where it came from. For that, I can't afford more than 30. Because we have it, and the folks topside need it. It's what their mages use to power their spells. And it's the only metal that'll let magic stick to a shield or sword. Now, do you want the deal or not? All right then. Let me take that off your hands. And you probably shouldn't come around here for a while, just in case.
Sick. Right, okay. Yeah, let's go to the party. Oh, will it crash? It didn't crash. Okay, hello, guard. I'm making the assumption this is the way that we need to go. And that assumption may well be wrong. What is my house? Okay, so I can't. Okay. Oh.
Make yourself useful and pick me up another bottle while you're out.
I sworn that the environment was different last time. Right, okay, so I guess he's not kicking around my house.
And I'm off.
Yeah, bye. Okay. Right. Okay, I guess it's this way. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Okay, good. Yeah. Stuff loads, blah, blah, blah. What's down here? Is this... We're at the shop.
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes. And well, I might. After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid of the Shaperate, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher. It's barely under the king himself. They control Orzamar's memories. They oversee births.
What is
marriages,
going on
death
with the
records,
graphics?
histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence. I am not casteless. I am an honorable member of the servant caste. I serve my betters as is my place, decided by the ancestors who granted my mother my birth. I am not a criminal.
I keep going back and looking between this and OBS to just check.
They
Like,
control Orzamar's memories. They oversee
Sorry, that's
births,
the cable.
marriages, death records, histories, everything we do
Like, did
or
you-
are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence. Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously, they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
for the record, like, can you imagine? I mean, maybe it happens. I don't know. Like, maybe there are places in the world where, like, two very poor, heavily armed, and dangerous-looking people go up to a single, isolated, higher caste person, and that higher caste person just slags them off. I think
As if
should
I'd
be
stop for you.
more worried about getting murdered. Right. Anyway. So I thought this was Barat's shop, but apparently it's not that. It is this. Right. Okay.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
What is happening with the graphics? Just look at the number of textures that just aren't. Why is this failing so badly?
What kind of rot are you trying to feed me?
He told us he'd be putting together a side deal for Lyrium, but he'd already sold it.
Jarvia, send a dig troop topside. If Ascaius had a hiding spot up there, I want us up to our elbows in it.
As you say.
And the matter of punishment?
Well, she's now.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Ascaius. And then the duster sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right.
What is
You
going
wouldn't
on?
fool the lady, would you? Do you really think that right now's the time to get clever with me?
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Ascaius somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
I don't like you making me look weak, but it's smart to try to keep the swordcast from asking questions. That's why I like you two. Now I got something else for you. Make some use of your unique skills.
There's no... I can't carry on with this, can I? I mean, look... What is going on with all this?
Oh, that's touching. Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't care. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. Are you out of your big hollow skull? No brand's allowed to hold steel in the proving ring. It would be an insult to the ancestors.
Not to mention the conceit of the Warrior Cast.
I just want you to make certain the right man wins. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Baird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand? The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find a Baird, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. I'm not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know. He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
Okay.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see a Baird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
It's just... like, maybe it's an Orzammar thing? Like...
Go back to your dirt pile, scum. I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you.
They should send someone to pick up the trash.
I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord. But they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Like, we'll give it a little bit of time to... Oh my god, like, what's going on with the armor? You see that?
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds. Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Oh no, I mean, no. I think we have to give up on this. I wonder, like, what if we, okay, let's go options, let's go to video, sorry, I'm gonna get, like, oh cool, they put 4:3 over it, okay, that's cool. So what if we drop it down a resolution, say? Yeah, okay. It's weird that you can see that before I do, but still. Okay, keep settings. Okay, well, I mean, the bottom of the screen is an absolute abomination, but it hasn't solved any of the texture issues. And it does seem to... Okay, so this is unexpected. Your screen looks okay. My screen is completely borked. Like, I'm looking at a very I'm not seeing this width. I'm seeing, like, this width. So that's odd. Let's try video. I guess we go back to this, because this at least worked. Okay, it's so similar for you, but that is at least right for me. Right, I'll go away and see if I can configure this and see if there's a reason why fucking graphics lol. I see why it's doing this, because this is like just absolute madness. Yeah,